Mistakes happen, but some mistakes are more expensive than others. In this video, we'll take a look at the top 10 most expensive mistakes in history. These mistakes cost billions of dollars and had devastating consequences. From the Hubble Mirror Fiasco to the Cedar Fire Fiasco, these mistakes are a reminder that even the most careful planning can go wrong. But they're also a reminder that we can learn from our mistakes and make the world a safer place. In this video, we will talk about the top 10 most expensive mistakes in history. The NanFang bridge collapse was a catastrophic failure of a steel-tied arch bridge in Suao Township, Yilin County, Taiwan, on October 1, 2019. The bridge collapsed while an oil tanker truck was crossing it, killing 6 people and injuring dozens more. The bridge was only 20 years old at the time of the collapse, but it had been subjected to harsh weather and corrosion. The main cause of the collapse was found to be corrosion of the bridge's suspension cables. The cables had not been properly maintained and had lost a significant amount of their strength. Another factor that contributed to the collapse was the weight of the oil tanker truck. The truck was heavier than the bridge was designed to carry. The bridge also had a number of design flaws, which made it more vulnerable to collapse. The flaw in the mirror was caused by a miscalibrated testing instrument. The mirror was polished too flat, so it could not focus properly. The problem was discovered shortly after the telescope was launched, and NASA engineers developed a corrective optics system to compensate for the flaw. The corrective optics system was installed on the Hubble Space Telescope during a servicing mission in 1993. The mission was a success, and the telescope has been producing stunning images of the universe ever since. The Hubble Mirror Fiasco is a reminder that even the most expensive and sophisticated projects can go wrong. However, with ingenuity and determination, problems can be solved and mistakes can be corrected. The NOAA satellite mishap was a failed launch of a weather satellite in 2011. The satellite was supposed to provide data on global precipitation, but it failed to reach orbit due to a problem with its launch vehicle. The cost of the satellite and its launch was $1.5 billion. The cause of the launch failure was a faulty valve in the rocket's engine. The valve failed to close properly, which caused the engine to overheat and shut down. The rocket was unable to reach orbit without the engine, and the satellite was lost. The risks associated with the most carefully planned missions can fail due to unforeseen circumstances. However, the lessons learned from these failures can help to improve the safety and reliability of future missions. In 2010, a man named James Howells accidentally threw away a hard drive containing 7,500 bitcoins. The bitcoins were worth over $100 million at the time. Howells has been trying to recover the hard drive from a landfill ever since, but he has not been successful. This is one of the most expensive mistakes in Bitcoin history. It is a reminder of the importance of backing up your crypto assets and keeping them safe. In 2013, a magician named David Copperfield attempted to perform a magic trick in which he would make the Statue of Liberty disappear. However, the trick went wrong and Copperfield was unable to make the statue reappear. The cost of the failed magic trick was estimated to be $100 million. There are several theories about what went wrong with the trick. One theory is that Copperfield accidentally triggered a smoke alarm, which caused the curtain to close prematurely. Another theory is that Copperfield's assistant was unable to release the statue from its moorings in time. Whatever the cause, the failure of Copperfield's Statue of Liberty trick is one of the most expensive magic mistakes in history. The Golden Ray Rack was a cargo ship that capsized in the St. Simons Sound in Georgia in 2019. The ship was carrying 4,200 vehicles, and the cost of the salvage operation was estimated to be $800 million. The capsizing of the Golden Ray Rack is one of the most expensive maritime accidents in U.S. history. The cause of the capsizing is still under investigation, but it is believed that the ship was overloaded and that the cargo was not properly secured. The ship also had a history of stability problems. The salvage operation was complex and dangerous. It took over a year to remove all of the vehicles from the ship. The ship itself was eventually broken up and scrapped. Airplane Flight 501 was a Boeing 747-400 operated by Singapore Airlines that crashed in Taiwan on October 31, 2000. All 179 people on board were killed. The crash was the deadliest commercial airline accident in Taiwan's history. The cause of the crash was a combination of factors, including pilot error and a faulty ground proximity warning system. The pilots failed to follow proper procedures during landing, and the ground proximity warning system failed to alert them that they were too close to the ground. The crash of Flight 501 is a reminder of the importance of pilot training and aircraft safety systems. It is also a reminder that even the most experienced pilots can make mistakes. The B-2 bomber bummer was a mistake that occurred during the development of the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. The mistake cost the US government an estimated $2 billion to fix. The mistake involved the design of the bomber's radar absorbent material, RAM. The RAM was designed to be applied to the surface of the bomber in a single layer. However, it was discovered that the RAM was not adhering properly to the bomber's surface. This meant that the bomber was not as stealthy as it was designed to be. To fix the problem, the US government had to remove the RAM from the bomber and reapply it in multiple layers. This was a complex and expensive process and is a reminder of the importance of testing and quality control in the development of complex military systems. The Cedar Fire Fiasco was a series of mistakes that led to the destruction of over 2,800 homes and 280,000 acres of land in San Diego County, California in 2003. The fire caused an estimated $1 billion in damages. The fire started on October 25, 2003, when a hunter lost his way and lit a small fire to signal for help. The fire quickly spread due to dry conditions and high winds. The fire was initially mismanaged by fire officials. Firefighters were initially ordered to protect homes instead of containing the fire. This allowed the fire to spread to heavily populated areas. Firefighters were also hampered by a lack of communication and coordination. Firefighters from different agencies were unable to communicate with each other, which made it difficult to coordinate firefighting efforts. The Kursk catastrophe was a naval disaster that occurred on August 12, 2000, in the Barents Sea. The Russian nuclear submarine Kursk exploded and sank, killing all 118 crew members on board. The disaster was the deadliest in the history of the Russian Navy. The cause of the explosion is still disputed, but it is believed that a faulty torpedo detonated prematurely. The explosion caused a chain reaction, which eventually led to the sinking of the submarine. The Russian government's response to the disaster was widely criticized. The government was slow to release information about the disaster, and it initially denied that there was a problem. This delayed the rescue effort and led to the deaths of the crew members. These are the top 10 most expensive mistakes in history. These mistakes are a reminder that even the most careful planning can go wrong. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel for more great content.